Hey, guess what? I ain't dead. Yeah, been a while, hasn't it? Like 5 months or something, which is far longer than I wanted to go without an update. But of course, life has a way to find new methods to throw unending streams of spanners in my works and keep me from doing anything. But finally, it seems to have stabilized enough for me to get enough stuff done that's worth showing. So, the last time you saw the game, it looked like this. But now, it looks like this. Yeah, finally we've gotten around to actually make that first demo level. It's still, as you can see, under progress, but now it's starting to look like an actual video game. So as I have said previously, for that first public test I wanted to make like an open level that's basically just like a playground for the player to mess around with the game's movement and combat. And it's here, so I'll show it around a bit. So in this case we have this circular design where you basically run around it and the enemies just respawn, so you always have something to fight. And at first I thought about it being way smaller, basically just like a small arena, a bowl. But larger design like this allows the player to actually move around a bit more freely and build up some momentum. Actually, at first I experimented with a way more vertical design, with a lot more ramps and narrower passages, but I found that it felt way too cramped and movement didn't feel good in an environment like this, so I opted for a more open and horizontal design. For now, the general layout is built using ProBuilder, which is a Unity plugin that basically gives you primitive 3D modeling in-engine, instead of using like an external modeler like Blender, which I really like because it's really easy to make and test something, which really speeds up the iterative design process. However, it can be a real pain in the ass to use. It's not exactly great, especially if you want something high fidelity, but for now, since I'm going for that PlayStation 2 aesthetic anyways, it's alright. But now the annoying task has started to actually fine-tune the level, so that it's actually fun to move around and fight in it. And as it turns out, level design is actually quite hard, who knew? And it requires tons of trial and error. For now it's okay, after a bit of practice it becomes relatively easy to smoothly move around it, but I kinda want it to be even easier, so that a player that picks up the game for the first time can very quickly learn to be fast and efficient. But at the same time I want it to offer enough of a challenge so that you get the feel that you're actually improving while playing, becoming quicker and quicker. So it's a real challenge to strike that balance, and I'm still trying to find it. Besides level design, a lot of the time has been consumed by making assets like textures, models, UI elements, coding the functionality for them. For example, I really like these trees that I made. The leaves have this neat lighting effect where they have this soft translucent light scattering, and they're interactable so you can chop them up. Doesn't serve any real gameplay purpose for now, but things like these just add that extra interactability that makes the game feel a bit more alive, same as these destructible boxes. However, I feel like I went a bit overboard with the leaf density, and I have some big concerns on how this will run on a lower end machine, so they might require a bit of reworking, even though I did set up some basic level of detail grouping. As you can see, they fade out to a lower detail model, and that's the same for a lot of the other higher detail models and the foliage, but it's still hard to say on the overall general performance. For now, it runs on my machine. As for the things that still need to be done, well, there's a lot, but thankfully there isn't a lot of like big things left for the demo. It's mainly just like tiny things for polishing game feel. There's a ton of like missing or just not up to par in quality sound effects and stuff like that, and it's gonna take some time to finish them. The biggest thing I feel that's left is like UX related. I need to make like a main menu, basic options screen, pause menu, death screen, and things like that. I don't want to get too bogged down in the details, since the demo is basically just like an open test for players, a way to garner some attention to the project and a way to get direct feedback about the gameplay. So it doesn't exactly need to be 100% polished and finished, but I want it to be like presentable enough. Gonna learn from my mistakes and not give an estimate for when it would be out. When it will, I'll just say it. Same for these devlogs. When there will be enough new stuff to be shown, I'll throw together another one. I'm also thinking about maybe creating a Discord server to give updates in, since I did create a Twitter account, posted exactly one post, haven't opened Twitter since, because I kinda hate it. I'm posting on social media in general, it's annoying, which ain't exactly ideal when you want to get some attention to something you're working on. But yeah, if I do create that server, a link to it will be in the pinned comment or in the description. But for now, thanks for watching, hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you in the next one.